UK-based Privy Council reserved judgment in the murder appeal of dancehall entertainer Vybz Kartel, while the criminal trial of Donald Trump to begin on March 25th. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. The first ever criminal trial of a former U.S. president is set to start next month, with Donald Trump defending himself against allegations of conducting a hush money cover-up. The 77-year-old appeared in court in New York on Thursday, seeking to have the trial dismissed or delayed. But Judge One Merchant was not swayed by arguments that the trial's timetable would hurt his presidential campaign. The judge outright disagreed at the delayed tactics and said that the trial is to begin in March 25th. And this is one of 4 criminal charges against the former president. The criminal trial to overthrow the January 6 election was also slated to begin on March 4th, but might get delayed, and the classified documents criminal case is also slated for May 20. Over in Jamaica, Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn, said she's satisfied that the government put up a solid defense in the Vybz Kartel appeal and is hopeful of a positive ruling. The Judicial Committee of the UK Privy Council has reserved judgment in the murder appeal of dancehall entertainer Adidja Palmer following a 2-day hearing which concluded yesterday. Kartel and 3 others were convicted on March 13 of 2014 for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams. The other convicts are Sean Storm Campbell, Kahira Jones, and Andre Madso St. John. DPP Llewellyn on Thursday said she was quite pleased with the arguments offered by British King's Counsel Peter Knox, who represented the Jamaica government in the Kartel appeal. However, all over the internet there are people putting out false information that Vybz Kartel won his case and will be set free, and I can tell you that never happened. The Privy Council will take a while, days, maybe weeks, and even months to make a decision on the outcome, so don't let no one fool you. He's right where he belongs until a ruling says otherwise. The Ocho police are investigating the robbery of 2 elderly British nationals at Jamaica Inn Resort in Ocho St. Anne on Wednesday morning. The victims, 89 and 81-year-old retirees from London, England, were robbed of cash and other valuables. And it's reported that about 4:30 a.m., a man armed with a knife entered the couple's room through an open balcony window. The man stole 2 iPhone cell phones, 1 iPad tablet, a pair of gold earrings, and £200 in cash. The robber then fled the scene. The Ocho police were notified by the hotel's management, and closed-circuit television camera footage were viewed, and a man was seen climbing over the perimeter wall and gaining entry to the property. But here is the question: how did the thief know which room the couple were in? The narcotics police seized and destroyed more than 200 pounds of ganja in Bethany district in St. Elizabeth on Wednesday. The police said an operation was conducted in the area and the marijuana seized in a hut. No arrest was made in connection with the find. Another snapper raid was also carried out in bushes in another section in Bethany community, and another 50 pounds of cured ganja seized and destroyed. Boy oh boy, while Canada and the United States planting and making millions and millions of dollars off ganja, the full Jamaica government is down there burning down the people's weed. Police are seeking the ex-girlfriend of a man after his house was broken into, his property destroyed, and he was stabbed and injured in Peel Street in Falmouth, Trelawney on Sunday morning. The 25-year-old man, a construction worker, has since been hospitalized in serious condition. And reports are that about 11 p.m., the man securely locked his dwelling and retired to bed. He was awakened about 3 a.m. by a loud knocking on his window and door. The man checked and saw his ex-girlfriend. She reportedly kicked his door open, entered with a pair of scissors, and stabbed him in the left side of his chest and right palm. The suspect then made her escape on foot in the area. The now injured man was assisted to hospital, and the damage to the window and door is estimated at $16,000, the police said. A man who went to a farmer's yard to pick fruits ended up finding the farmer's dead body in Clarendon on Thursday. The deceased farmer has been identified as 41-year-old Eric Campbell, a resident of James Hill in Frankfield. Reports indicated that about 11 a.m. a resident of the community went to Campbell's home to pick fruits and smelled a foul scent coming from inside the house. The man alerted other residents of the community. Checks were later made by the residents, who discovered the now deceased body and summoned the police. On arrival, police saw Campbell lying on the floor of his 3-bedroom concrete structure in a partial state of decomposition. The scene was processed and the body taken to the Maypen Hospital, where it was confirmed dead, and it was later transported to the morgue pending a post-mortem examination. Meanwhile, a security guard at a Total gas station in Ocho St. Anne was reportedly attacked and stabbed at the location in full view of his co-workers on Monday afternoon. A licensed firearm holder who was reportedly at the gas station fired after the attacker, who managed to escape unhurt. The attacker has since been picked up by the authorities, the police said. The security guard has been hospitalized and his condition is said to be serious but stable. Reports indicated that about 5:10 p.m. the guard was having a conversation with someone when a man rode up on a bicycle. The man, the police said, got off the bicycle, brandished a ratchet knife from his waistband, and stabbed the guard multiple times in his upper body. A businessman who saw the incident fired 2 shots at the attacker, who fled the scene. The injured man was subsequently rushed and admitted to hospital for stab wounds to the upper body. And following subsequent police investigation, the alleged attacker was picked up by lawmen along Graham Street in Ocho Rios, and he did not receive any gunshot wounds. 4 people were shot and wounded in Savlamar, Westmoreland on Wednesday night. The victims are 2 women and 2 men. The incident occurred about 10 o'clock at a popular bar where people were celebrating Valentine's Day. A concerned resident said people are living in fear because of the spate of shootings in the town. 3 weeks ago, 5 people were shot while attending a party in Savlamar. On to sports, the Jamaica Women's Premier League will have an additional team for the 2024 season, and the announcement was made during a launch of the league at the office of the Jamaica Football Federation last Tuesday afternoon. The competition, which kicked off this Saturday, will see Annette Gardens make a return, moving the number of teams to 10. Defending champions Fraser's Whip will look to retain their title, while Sherwin-Williams has also returned as one of the main sponsors of the league. And it also looks like the Jamaica Football Federation election will remain on hold a little longer, as Beach Soccer Jamaica has appealed the court's decision that they are not a member of the JFF and cannot prevent the body from excluding them from the voting process. But Beach Soccer Jamaica said they were unfairly treated and got passed over for another beach soccer body, which will be a vote in support of the current president who is seeking election. And it is not good for football. Premier League continues this weekend and there's going to be about 7 games. We have Limehall will face Dunbeholden, Montego Bay United will face Humble Lions, Mount Pleasant will face a very tough Tivoli Gardens team, while Portmore will buck up into Harbourview, Treasure Beach will play Malines United, while Cavaliers and Vere will battle, while Waterhouse and Annette Gardens will play the final game. And that's going to be news and sports on your favorite community radio. My name is Mikey Bounce. Have a wonderful day. I gone.